November in the UK, and it is gloomy and foggy and miserable and misty. The air is just moist the whole time. The mornings are getting a lot darker. There are mushrooms and toadstools everywhere because it's that damp, wet time of year. And people are starting to notice the change in their energy levels, and that is down to the lack of light. You see, in your brain you have this amazing section right in the middle called the suprachiasmatic nucleus, and that is responsible for detecting the light levels that's happening around you all day long. It's like a little pair of eyes that even when your eyes are shut, can still see what kind of light level is there, so that it can put your body into the correct rhythms. For example, when you are sleeping at night in the summertime, your eyelids are shut, yet your suprachiasmatic nucleus is gently surveying the scene and talking to your circadian rhythms as the light levels are getting brighter, saying, get ready, let's give this person some cortisol to get their day moving, to get their energy up, ready for getting out of bed. Because in the morning, that's when your cortisol should be nice and high, to give you that boost, to give you that energy in the morning to get out of bed and start the day. And then the opposite is at night time. So as the light levels are fading, the suprachiasmatic nucleus is noticing the light levels are changing, it's going darker, and it talks to the circadian rhythms again in your body, and your brain will begin to make the connections to produce melatonin, which is the sleep hormone. And so these days, they're messed up enough as it is with the amount of blue light that we're all seeing from computers and screens. And that the reason that people are so against kids having that blue light towards bedtime is because kids and grown-ups alike, the blue light has a mirroring effect of daylight to the suprachiasmatic nucleus. It thinks it's morning time, so it's going to start making the cortisol flow out instead of the melatonin, and then you've got kids that can't sleep. And then you can't sleep yourself because you've been on your laptop till late at night. So it's really important to come away from the blue light or put the screen filters on if you absolutely have to be in work mode close to bedtime. But what I wanted to show you was this. This is my winter light, I call it. So a lot of people call them S.A.D lamps. S.A.D being a acronym for seasonal affective disorder, which is where people who are more prone to mental imbalances and depression and anxiety can really suffer at this time of year because the stimulation isn't happening properly. They've not got the amount of light to get the suprachiasmatic nucleus talking to the circadian rhythms, to give them the right hormones to get them through the day, to make the serotonin function properly and keep them happy and healthy. So something you can do to help yourself, a light box. So every morning at this time of year, all the way until the mornings start getting lighter, this goes on in the background whilst me and my family are having breakfast. It is so bright. I have never known a light as bright as this. When you can't actually stare at it, it's too bright. But that doesn't matter, it just needs to go in through your peripheral vision. Like, remember, when your eyelids are shut, this little computer system is still detecting light levels. So you don't have to stare at it. It doesn't matter if your eyelids are closed, your little computer surveillance system will pick up this light. And then you will have a much better chance of keeping your circadian rhythms functioning as they should at this time of year. Some people don't bat an eyelid at this time of year. It doesn't bother them, but other people are more sensitive and could do with a bit of a boost. So, you know, my husband works long hours, comes in late at night, and he will just flop. So this goes on to give him a bit of more of a lengthy day, so he gets more out of his day and his rhythms don't close in too early. If you do shifts or your sleep patterns are disrupted for some reason, you can get all sorts of problems with your hormones because of that. And it's all down to the surveillance system, your circadian rhythms, and the effect it has on your adrenal glands. And once your adrenal glands get out of whack, then before you know it, your hormones all over, your reproductive organs, your digestion, everything can go funny. It's really important to keep yourself in the cycle of day and night. So if you think you might benefit from these, this cost me about £30 in England. The bulb hasn't gone yet. I've used it for 2 years in a row. But it's well worth the investment, or maybe you know somebody that you think might benefit from it. But I have it to give us more energy. So we're lucky enough that we don't have any kind of mental health problems or challenges in our house. But if you do in your house, or you know someone that does, equally, that's very advantageous for